Mentioned Sheeta and Tony Storm match for the AEW Women's World Championship. This has Tony Storm written all over it. If you
It
pay attention
does.
for weeks, it's like they were trying to rush this belt back on her.
They expedited the title defenses for Sheeta so they can
Yeah,
get Phil. It'd be like, damn, they took the belt run. Well, she got like 5 defenses.
yeah,
Okay,
run it up.
buddy. Okay, buddy.
We know what's going on here. But also in the pre-show, MJF doing the ROH Tag Team Championship thing. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Getting back to the women's world title match, like I do appreciate where like they're like, hey, Saraya can't do this. Take the fucking belt off her. Give it back to Tony Storm, or do have the Tony Storm match with Sheeta as opposed to Saraya and Tony Storm. That'd be a fucking disaster. I appreciate them. I appreciate them being like, we can't do this. We it stunk since the second we brought you in. It got worse and worse and worse. The other two people, like you,
she's been here a year now.
You're the worst person you're the worst person in your faction of 3 people, and I put bet on you. And
hey,
we're gonna move on. We did that.
I'll say this. You might not like it, but Saraya versus Sheeta better than Ruby Soho versus Sheeta.
Yeah, you're right.
Look, I don't feel good about that at all, but
but you're right though. You are right.
She's been here a year now, James.
Yeah. She doesn't have to be here another year. She can just go away.
God bless her. She's I'm sure she's made a nice living this year, so shout out to her. You found a way to get paid all this last year. I don't know if she's wrapping it up. I'm not saying nothing like that. But it seems like there's been a clear reduction in role here, so we'll see.
I mean, before she was the champion, she was a manager. What is it with Major American pro wrestling where like these women's acts are basically managers, and that is how they get to being the champion? What is it with this year of pro wrestling in America?
That's works in Sable, so I mean China, that's kind of the blueprint, actually, James.
Rich, I thought the horsewoman moved us past this.
No, we're not past kneeling, James.
No,
we're not past kneeling.
Oh shit.
Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, Nick Wayne. This has Babyface Army getting the win all over it because Sting never loses.
Yeah.
Nick Wayne, get ready to lay it down for somebody. Coffin drop.
Yeah.
Singles match for International Championship. Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley, as we mentioned earlier. It seems like this is an Orange Cassidy win that needs to happen here. And they had a great match the last time they went at it.
Is it possible for them to drop confetti for a champion retaining? because like it feels like the plan was for him to get it back and they were gonna drop the confetti, but it's like, I mean, you beat John Moxley in AEW clean, like you should drop confetti for that moment because that's a special moment. John Moxley don't do jobs often in this promotion with good reason, So yeah, I think it would be appropriate to drop some orange confetti.
OC coming back. If he wins this thing, Mox is going to the Dome after this. Or not immediately after this, but
yeah, but he's going to Dome to be in a 3 with David Finlay.
That shit is depressing.
Like he can afford to take a loss.
This shit is depressing.
That shit don't matter.
Oh man. Yeah. David Finlay. Yeah, we could be watching David Finlay, James. Texas Death Match, Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland. And I gotta say, man, I'm looking at this match, and then I'm looking at MJF and Jay White, and I'm putting my money on this one right here.
What's gonna
I
be a better match?
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
and
in a different world, if they had kept more focus on it throughout the instead of taking their foot off the gas with it, like you could have made this a lights out match.
yeah, I thought that's what they were gonna do, but they didn't go that direction. Um, Texas Death Match. This is Hangman's match. Never lost one of these. We know how he gets down in these. Literally earlier this year, one of my 10 favorite matches of the year with him and Moxley.
Yeah,
I thought that was 5 stars, and I expect Swerve and Hangman to match that or exceed it even. Swerve's a psychopath. He's down for the carnage. Just talking to
you've seen
him,
this man fall through glass panes before. He's out of his mind.
or just talking to him, just like like not even really like about anything, just more like, hey man, like just hearing how he approaches like hardcore matches, like there's like almost nothing. He's like, oh yeah, I'll do that. Like, and it's like some of the just crazy shit like you can imagine. I think there's gonna
Does he want to
be
go to Freedoms?
you know I'll ask him about that. I'll ask him about freedoms.
I don't want to know. You can ask him. I don't want to know the answer ever.
Right?
Because if the answer is yes, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I wouldn't be shocked if he went if he ever did an appearance in like freedoms or something. um
My dream match is to have a Korakuen Hall main event against Jun Kasai. Oh fuck, Jesus Christ!
oh man, but as far as like these guys getting to it, like this is gonna be sensational. Their last match was sensational. This big stage, LA. I think there's gonna be a Swerve. Heyman always does dope pay-per-view entrances. I think Swerve has something up his sleeve. This is a big match. Like I think this is.
I'll say that. So will you be upset with him? If he breaks out some Kobe tribute and loses.
Yes.
You better tell him now.
Hey, man, don't be doing nothing with Cole. Look, if you're losing, don't do nothing
If
with
you gonna
Cole.
lose worse legacy, you better worse than LeBron shit.
Yeah, worse than LeBron shit. Exactly. The fuck. But yeah, this is gonna be sensational. I'm predicting one of the best matches of the year here.
I could see that. I could see that.
Golden Jets, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho versus the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega versus the Young Bucks has never failed me ever in life. And Chris Jericho will just like, he'll do his thing, and he's smart enough to like figure it out amongst all these guys. Storyline kind of microwaved the last 2 weeks, but I think it's enough.
I did like what they did with the promo though.
Yeah. I think it's enough. I think some fuckery could be afoot, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But that's just a wild idea from me. Don't take that seriously. But I think this is the time the Young Bucks win one of these.
You would think.
But I don't know. The Young Bucks ain't exactly been look. They've faced that terroristic booking this year too. So like, man, either like is this just Chris Jericho hitting the juice effect on Matt Jackson and then take it to the house? Because we can't let Kenny win. You can't let the Bucks win.
It's funny in a match with Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Chris Jericho. You almost have to be like, this is a match where someone must win.
Amazing.
Given the year that they've all had,
amazing. That's a great point. Nobody's talking about that either. All the putting over these guys have done. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, maybe I fully expect like Callis to come out there and fuck Golden Jets. Who knows? Who knows? But like I'm of two minds with how this match is going to turn out. My expectations, like it could be. I don't think I'll go as far as saying this could be another Golden Lovers versus Young Bucks or Hangman and Omega versus Young Bucks match. I think that's too far out the bar. I think those are two of the three best regular rules tag matches I've ever seen. And but I also think it'll be much better than than the Young Bucks versus Jericho and MJF match from 2021 that I fucking loathed and like was just too contrived and like suspension of disbelief, or your suspension of disbelief kept getting played with when they're doing like, oh, these guys have the field of vision getting caught with stuff when like their field of vision must be like 60 degrees.
They got the Michael Vick quarterback cone from Madden.
Yeah, the old, or was that 05 man? No, oh
Yeah,
six man, I think. Oh
oh
five or oh
six.
six man, when you had the quarterback passing cone and like you playing with somebody, you playing with like Joey Harrington. Like that's the kind of
Heard.
field vision they got. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like they got the field of vision of one of the cameras in Metal Gear Solid. Not even one of the guards, like one of the cameras where he's like, it's not one of these, it's one of these. Like, nah, man, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, it'll be somewhere in between. I probably put where you put the over under, I probably put it at 4.25, just to be nice.
Yeah. I think they can go over that. And I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one. If they don't, that'd be weird. But
like them losing LA would be really weird.
yeah.
It'd be really weird. I think that would bring the crowd down.
Yeah. Three-way match for the TBS Championship. Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart in either Red Velvet or Sky Blue, and all eyes kind of point towards Sky Blue.
Sky Blue can finally turn heel, and then she could join Julia Hart. Fuck, man! Enough of the women with heaters that hold on to their titles. They're about to do that. They're about to do that with Toni Storm and Mariah May. Like, that's what it seems like. They already did with Saraya and Toni Storm and Ruby.
All Chris Statlander does now is cut awful promos on Collision. Like, she's always backstage, kind of like when they cut to her after Julia Hart wrestles. Julia's kind of the one they're pushing. After their match last time, it was almost like, all right, we're going to do the first one. We'll have you win, and then now you're going to drop the belt to her. Like, that's what it kind of seems like.
Can she go back being an alien?
No, she's just a person. It's horribly awkward.
I'm asking, can she go back
can
to
she?
Yeah.
Look,
so then we have an
I always liked Alien, so
I did too. She didn't have to talk.
Yeah.
I want to see the alien wrestle. I don't want to hear the human talk.
Yeah.
Because when the human talk, like,
just weird things come out.
Even when she was an alien, she cut the one with the Layla Hirsch one.
Remember?
The talking game ain't her thing.
Admittedly, kind of a hard line or whatever. It was just like, I think you were a little too.
Oh no, hard. She was a baby face.
Baby faces say fucked up things sometimes. Four-way tag match, mentioned earlier, AEW World Tag Team Championships. Ricky Starks and Big Bill, LFI. It is not on the pre-show. But
why not?
Why not? I totally forgot.
Wait, or does this match go on as the go on before MJF and NJ White? Is this the bathroom break match?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Or will it be like the 3-way with Stat and Julia Hart? I think those be the two best bets so far.
I think the tag match will. Okay. I think it's actually it might be laid out how it's all listed on this thing. Actually, no, there's no way they open with the women's title match. They might open with.
You're right. No way.
Yeah. I just wouldn't do that either. Like
same.
Probably start with that 6-man Sting and Darby. John Moxley and Orange Cassidy, Golden Jets, women's match, Swerve and Hangman, women's match.
You gonna put you evil bitch. Smith said, yeah, put one of the women's title matches on after Texas Death. God damn. No. Put the 4-way tag championship match after Texas Death.
I guess. Yeah, either way, whatever. I don't know. I know how I would lay this thing out, but that's just me.
But they don't. We don't do that. We don't do it that way in America.
Yeah.
You know, that's too far of a concept to put all your biggest match at the end.
Right.
Like just like, bro, just do an intermission. Like after 2 hours or after an hour and 50 minutes, After hour and 55 minutes, 10-minute intermission, restart the show. That's what they do in Japan. No one ever freaks out and says, "Oh my god, I can't believe there's just dead air" or whatever else on the show. It's like people want to recharge, refresh, and then lock in for the match they care about. It's fine. I promise you. No one's going to turn off. And if they do, you already got their money.
Starks, Bill, and LFI, and then FTR and Malachi Black and Brody King. Anyone could win except LFI, seemingly. Don't really see that. I don't see them strapping up Dralistico personally, but
why is that?
He's just hasn't really established himself yet. He's just kind of, he's Richard's brother. So, I like their group though. Like, they even make like Preston Vance seem like he's got like a little. It's just Roosh. It's just anybody that's next to Roosh. It's a cheat code. I feel like.
I'm still trying to figure out why Dragon Lee ended up going to NXT. Or he's on the main roster now, but
yeah,
why he went to WWE to begin with? It's like, I don't know. Maybe he was impatient. Who knows? Maybe he thought that like he would get a shot if he's there with his brother. I don't know.
Probably got advice from Conan or something. I don't know.
Oh God.
I'm gonna take Ricky Starks and Big Bill to retain this. If FTR wins this back like this, I just think it's just absolute cowardice. Like, I think this is awful.
Yeah, I think they're winning because
world champion.
They're winning. I mean, I think FTR is just winning back.
Okay. Singles match for the AEW World Championship, MJF versus Jay White. We did not mention the end of Dynamite. After Jay White's match, all of a sudden, all the masked men show back up with the devil mask, and they're whooping ass backstage or running through the Acclaim. They toss Anthony Bowens through the real glass. Billy Gunn gets wrecked. Max Caster gets wrecked. And then Excalibur is talking about anyone who gets close to MJF, they destroy or whatever. And I'm like,
which made no sense. It was so odd.
This was pointed out to me, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, the only person that they attacked was Jay White, actually. So, and right. Jay White doesn't give a fuck about any of them. He hasn't mentioned them since. And then it's like, what is this retcon shit? Like, and it's like, this is like, if they're trying to retcon this shit, this is a stark change that I feel like has been something they've never had to do, really.
Yeah. Like an unnatural retcon, yeah. So it was so odd or awkward that he said that. Like, I was focused on him saying that and being like, "Wait, what? No, Jay White, the hell, or Bullet Club Gold, the hell you talking about?" That I did not until further times talking over this, like, notice the fact where it's like, "Wow, Billy Gunn sold." That's crazy. I thought he didn't do that. He'll sell for mass wrestlers, anonymous people, but he won't sell for. Okay, gotcha. But anyway,
Billy Gunn, the American Togi Makabe.
Damn. So yeah, man. I don't know. They're bringing back. I mean, they've been teasing the devil pictures of the devil still being around backstage, with access to cameras and the production truck, but whatever. So yeah, you're still on the whodunit, and for me, it's like, I don't care. They beat up heels.
Well, they beat up babyfaces this time.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's still leading to no answer to who it is, and it's like people. I don't know how much people actually care about this whodunit. I don't know. I don't know if it intrigues people.
Is this going to be some Black Scorpion shit, man?
Rich, like, I've said that weeks ago.
Like,
I said weeks ago.
I gotta say, man, I think I've been checked out on this shit since it started, actually. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck who any devil is or whatever.
Right.
Like,
same.
No. Like, I don't think Jay White has a chance in hell at winning.
He doesn't.
He's been running around with that belt for so long now. It's like no one ever keeps the belt this long in a belt stealing angle. Like, so it's like, yeah, like, you might as well not even win the belt. You already got enough photo ops with it. You can just post some shit for the rest of your career. Yeah. he was I don't remember him being like that's a fucking candidate for what's that shit called? Um the Mandela effect. Like, yeah, Jay White was a fucking champ. Look at the picture, like things Shazam and shit,
Like, man,
but
that's a brown belt. Ew, no.
right, like yeah, like he's held on that shit forever. MJF's winning it back. MJF's moving on to Cincinnati, and Jay White's has to rebuild or whatever.
Yeah,
But
you have to rebuild, redesign, and reclaim.
yeah, maybe that'd be an interesting match. I don't know. Have Jay White and Bryan Danielson ever crossed paths? I don't know. I
I don't
think
think so.
think that would be some nice chopping in that match.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
didn't catch my line, my Seth Rollins line just then.
redesign, rebuild, reclaim.
Yeah.